Well, hey, neighbor, it's me, Angie. Come on in. This is our live neighborhood chat. Yeah, I didn't put up a. I thank y'all for coming and visiting me today. I'm glad y'all were here. And I'm going to have to tell you all that I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And I will have my neighborhood. Hey, I'm back. It's just raining now. The tornado warning is gone. No, not in our area. It's they canceled the tornado warning in our area. That's why I got back on. James was in there watching it when I got offline, and he told me to go back and get in my safe place. I meant to put this on earlier since Valentine's Day was Friday. I still can't believe y'all are getting snow. How much snow are y'all getting? It is coming down out there right now. Oh, thank you. Uh, how much snow are y'all getting? Are y'all getting 2 inches, 3 inches? What are y'all getting? A little, a very little few inches. Just used to too many feet of it. Yeah. So y'all hadn't got as much snow as y'all normally get. Yeah, I see that. It's okay. They probably hadn't realized that I've come back on. I was just gonna come back on and see uh if anybody would come in to let them know that the tornado warning has been canceled. I don't know if you can hear that rain. Can you hear that rain? It's much more humid and less snow. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Last Thursday when I went live, I had 25 was the highest that I had come in, 25 people. But I didn't go live for tomorrow because Josie and I have our show tomorrow night at 6 o'clock my time, for her time. Hey Bonnie, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, I'm safe now. I'm safe. Hey Mike, how are you doing? Welcome into my live chat. Oh, yeah, the tornado warning has been canceled. Um, and it was like Christina said, it was headed toward Hattiesburg in Jones County. So glad you made it, Bonnie. Welcome in. Living in Northern Ontario for 23 years was crazy. Many feet for 7 months, never warm enough to melt, and shoveling roofs, plunging in our trucks. Ella, 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 Ella. There's my friend Ella. Now, Ella, she and I will be going on Sunday, keeping it real on her channel. And y'all don't want to miss that because it's always a good chat. I mean, I love that show because our chat always interacts with us. Our chat always interacts. And we have a good many people in that chat when we do our show on Sunday night. Well, it's every other Sunday. Ella, I got my box of stuff. Love, love, love it. Everything was great. Ella packs like a store, like a department store. You see these department stores that you'll order something from them and they'll pack like everything in its place. That's the way Ella packs her boxes. Like when I got my box from Ella, I opened it up and I have these two other boxes about this big and this big. And I'm like, what's in those boxes? I don't know what's in those boxes. So I pull it out, I open it up, and it's one of those larger candles, and oh, they smell so good. But she has separately boxed up those larger candles that I ordered from her. Plus, I had some of those small ones. And I got some of those eyeliners. Oh, and Berkeley's going to love the fingernail polish. Oh, and I got some of those cups that it's the cup and it's got the straw on the side. Berkeley's going to love those. She's coming tomorrow, so she'll love them. How you been doing, Mike? You been doing good? It's 24 degrees here and snowing today. Oh, everybody's getting snow. It's 62 here, 61, and we just had a tornado warning. So glad y'all come back in. Oh, Lisa, you'd love Ella. Ella is awesome. Hey, Jennifer, how are you doing? Christina's back. Christina, I went up there to tell James about see where if he was watching to see where the weather was that y'all were watching, and told him that you said it was in Hattiesburg and Jones County, and he said, yes, she's right. That's why I didn't come get you, because I knew that it was going away from us. But I had to get off here and go make sure, because he worked last night and he was sleeping. So I didn't know if he was asleep, because sometimes he can sleep through any sound, even that alarm that was going off, that siren. Welcome in, everybody. Friday is Valentine's Day, as some kids call it, Valentine's. What's Friday? Oh, it's Valentine's Day. They say it with a B. Y'all be good to y'all sweetheart now. And make sure your sweetheart is good to you. I think James and I probably either eat some kind of seafood or a steak or something Friday. I don't know. We don't really go all out for Valentine's Day. I mean, we've been married 37 years. I mean, after 37 years, it's like, don't get me wrong, 37 years of marriage, that's good. And I love that I made it 37 years, but it's not like it was when you were married the first couple of years, Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate you. Y'all need to check out some of these channels. Don't forget Sunday night. No, I talked about mine out Thursday night, tomorrow night at 6 p.m. my time, 4 Pacific time, Josie. We'll be doing the Calm Before the Storm series on my channel. It's going to be on my channel. And we do that once a month. And if you show up and you want to keep up with what we're talking about, which I think would be a good thing, you might want to just have your little notebook or a pen and a piece of paper handy. But thank you, Mike. I hope you do too. You be careful out there in that snow, okay? It'll be 7 your time, Claudette, because you're an hour ahead of me, I think. Because you're like Eastern time to me. You're like Eastern time. Y'all, I didn't think this cough was ever gonna get better. It's actually better than it was. I've been doing honey. I've been doing cough drops. I hadn't taken any cough syrup. No cough syrup. But anyway, tomorrow night when Josie and I do our program, it's in a continuation of last month's, and it's really going to be good. I don't know where Josie is. She, bless her heart, she stays so busy. She stays busy. Share me out. I don't know. Give me one of these. If y'all can, I don't know if it'll allow y'all to share me out or not, since it's a pop up. Because I was on a few minutes ago and I had to get off because of the tornado. Wait a minute. Should try ginger, raw honey, lemon, and cinnamon. Angie, make it a tea. Oh, okay. I have all those ingredients. Let's see. Ginger, I have that. I have honey. Lemon. I have lemons because James loves lemon in his tea. And cinnamon. I have cinnamon. I promise y'all, I have not. Okay, so me telling y'all I had never had the flu and I'm 57 years old. Well, I can never say that again. I had never had the pneumonia. Can never say that again. But I have never coughed like I have coughed this. Well, last year I did have a cough. For these last couple of years, I tried to paste that actually brought my sugar levels down. Unreal. I tried a paste. Oh. Need to buy for now. God bless. Bye, Bonnie. Thank you for coming by. See you next time. It seems like this happens right after you said you never caught the flu in your life. Nope. Never. But my immune system is really, really low. Really low. Because I have an autoimmune disease. Cinnamon would lower your blood sugar. Yeah. Oh, okay, that sounds great. Sounds great. Claudette. Hey, Nez, how are you doing? Y'all getting snow? Y'all getting snow, Nez? Y'all, I want to show y'all something. Okay, before I show it to y'all, over 30 years from me, no colds, flu, sniffles, but my body's falling apart. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the way you said that. Thank you for coming in, Nez. I love you. Okay, so when I was in the hospital, I was on a blood thinner because, I was laying in the bed a lot and I had swelling in my legs and all that. So they was giving me a shot in my stomach every day for a blood thinner. I already knew I was on a blood thinner. Number one. Number two, I'm a hard stick. So it's going to take them a minute to get me set up for IVs and to draw blood and all that. I want to show y'all this bruise that will not go away. I want to show it to y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it. That's where they had the IV and drawing blood and everything. I've been rubbing all kind of lotion and I've been rubbing it. It just will not go away. I mean, maybe it's got a little bit lighter. Maybe. But you know how those older, like you're 75, 80 years old, older than that, and you bruise real easily? And every day I just rub on it and try to get it to lighten up. I hope it doesn't stay there. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It just looks like James has grabbed me by my wrist and just, shook me. It'll go away, but it'll take a long time. My mama bruised like that. Oh, really? Was your mama on blood thinners? No, it's only because that's where they had a needle in my, I'm a hard stick. You cannot get blood. They thought they were going to have to put it in my foot one time because they couldn't get a vein. I could never be one of those people that, you know how you tie your wrist and that I couldn't because I can't, my veins are hard to find. My mama is 83 and doesn't bruise at all. Oh, wow. Me the same, Angie. She was in and out of the hospital. She was a hard stick. She had pneumonia a lot. Oh, you are too, Nez? I'm a very hard stick. Every chart at every hospital, doctor's office, everywhere I've ever been, it's got, it's hard to get blood from me. But I'll tell you something. James, he can just walk up, throw his arm out like that, and you can just see the veins. I mean, they could draw blood from him, and he wouldn't even know it. They have to use butterfly needle on me. Butterfly needle. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yes, I'm blessed that I don't get the flu and colds, though I'd rather than living with chronic pain. Oh, yeah. Yeah, chronic pain is not fun at all. But since I don't know how many of you all were in here earlier, but I was telling Claudette, they're wrapping my lower extremities to get the fluid down. And now my legs look like legs. I didn't realize my legs were that small. I mean, she took the wraps off, and I had her take a picture of it because I wanted Matt to see it, because Matt keeps asking, has the fluid come down? Has the fluid come down? I was amazed. And they measure it. They measure it all, each time. My ankles are about that big around. Like that. Going up my leg is really small. I could not believe it. They said they would wrap them until they determined that no more fluid was going to be off. They're trying to get it off the top of my foot. On my right foot, where I have the foot drop. And it's gone down a lot. A lot. They wanted to do the pig on me because I have bangs as well. Oh, I have lost a lot of weight since they last tried. Maybe next time it'd be easier. How are you losing weight, Nez? Are you just watching what you're eating, or are you on a special kind of diet? What are you doing? I think I've lost through here, because this shirt is fitting looser than it has been. I was a hard stick too, but not anymore. I have to make sure I'm hydrated. And well, see, that was another thing. When I went into the hospital, I was so dehydrated that, oh my gosh, when they went to put the catheter in, it like to kill me. And the nurses kept saying, "You're dehydrated, you're dehydrated." People don't realize sitting all day. They think sitting all day, some people do. I don't say everybody. Sitting all day is fun and it doesn't do anything to your body. That's not true. Even when I'm not sitting, I'm sitting because I've been standing up with a warm water, and they say the dark veins in people that are premature babies. I was not a preemie. I wasn't a preemie either. Like when I transfer from one place to the other, I stand up for maybe 30 seconds and then I'm back down again. When I go to bed at night, I'm not sitting on my tush, but I'm back on my back and I'm laying flat because I can't turn from side to side because I'm paralyzed in my pelvic area. Yes, when you're dehydrated, it hurts badly and you will bruise. I've been told that I drink too much water. They blame my lymphedema in both legs on me drinking too much water. Imagine that. You can drink too much water and it's harmful. It's harmful if you get too much water. Do you drink flavored water? I was 9 pounds, 10 ounces. Wow. I was 7 pounds, 11 ounces when I was born. I got off Big Farm. I do it intermittent fasting. I changed my diet. I had to back off carbs and sugar. See, I backed off sugar a lot. A lot. I backed off carbs. I'm not gonna say I've given it all up, but I don't do like the other night. I'll just give y'all instant. My girls were both almost 9 pounds. Oh, Claudette. You never drink flavored water? Is it just plain water? I wish I could just love plain water. I wish I could just love it. If you put lemon in water, it's a natural diuretic. It's going to make you go to the bathroom. I drink lots of tea, green tea, stinging nettle tea. What is that? What is stinging nettle tea? Stinging nettle tea. Stinging nettle tea. What is that? What is that, Nez? Now, my brother was a 10-pound baby. My two younger siblings, but I don't know how much my oldest sister weighed, but I was 7 pounds, 11 ounces. Lemon and water. Now, I can do lemon water. I can do that pretty good, but it makes you go to the bathroom. Ooh, it'll make you go to the bathroom. My mama has drank warm lemon water all her life and she is healthy at 83. I know, isn't that amazing? Stinging nettle is a herb. Really? Wow, big babies. Christina was 8 pounds 4 ounces. Wow. Probably grows wild where most of us live, but I buy stinging nettle tea from the grocery. I'm gonna look that up and see what does it taste like, Nez? What is it similar to? Similar to what taste? Is it similar to any taste? Do y'all like hot tea? Do y'all like hot tea? I always take wild carrot. Texture made by I always take wild carrot texture made by a friend. I would rather have hot tea over coffee. And I don't even drink coffee anymore hardly because I have to have all this stuff in my coffee. And I can't drink it black like James does. James drinks it black, and I can't do that. Now, I have to put all this stuff that's not good for you in it. Yeah, I think my brother were big because by the time she had them, she was a diabetic. Plus, both of them are over 6 foot tall, so they were going to be big. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I think you have it right, Christina, on both issues. What you're saying. Oh, it's very plain, not a strong flavor. Okay, I might could do that. I've never heard of stinging nettle, Nez. I used to make my own chaka tea from tree uh, on our acreage. We got out from birch trees. Hey, sis, Robin, how are you doing? Welcome in. We just had a tornado. Well, not in my area, but we was under a tornado warning, and I had to get off here for a minute. The siren was going off and everything. I also take apple cider vinegar, about a spoonful and a cup of warm water each day. I take, and I don't know how. Let me write that tea down that Claudette's got in here. Um, I take ginger, apple cider vinegar, ginger gummies, but I used to take a teaspoonful every morning of apple cider vinegar. It's supposed to help you lose weight. I'm good. I'm good, Robin. How's your pacemaker doing? Is your pacemaker doing good now? Thank you, Claudette. Oh, it's a medical herb. Nice. Yeah. I would rather go toward natural products, all natural. I hadn't always been that way because I thought I was healthy, and I was up until I got hit with this. Never went to the doctor, never had a cold, never. I mean, it's amazing to think how I was before this autoimmune disease hit me. It's just amazing. Ginger is good for you too. Yes. making pinto bean. You are not going to believe this. We had white beans. James made white beans and cornbread. And that's what I was going to tell y'all. I didn't even eat any of those, which I'm not really big on, like red beans and rice and things like that, but I will eat them. But let me tell y'all, I had about, I'll use this for an example. See this right here? Let's just say that's the cup. Like that's how big around it was. And it was about that deep. I had about that much rice. And I didn't have any beans. And I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this or not, but I'm going to tell y'all. This freaked James out when we first got married because he had never heard of it. I put butter in my rice. And that's how I eat my rice. I don't want gravy on it. I don't want anything. I put butter in it. And I ate butter in my rice. I wish I could tolerate anything citrus, but I can't. Lemon is good for you, and apple cider is too. Great for lowering your... Oh, is it your stomach? You can't tolerate it? I got faint last night. I'm not sure about this pacemaker. Did you check your heart rate when you got faint? Did you check it? Because my pacemaker is set that it's only going to go so low, and if it goes any lower than that, then something's wrong. I mean, and plus, I have this app on my phone that stays open all the time that monitors, let me show it to you, that monitors, see, it's monitoring my heart, my pacemaker right now. My phone is monitoring. It's sending the messages to my doctors. Do you have one of those, Robin, where it monitors it? Love you, Ness. Thank you for dropping in. I hope I catch you live soon. Hey, Auntie Mama, how are you? Oh, Auntie Mama, I'm so sad about not waking up to catch your show. But I stayed up all night the other night worried about Lincoln. And the last time I looked at the clock, it was 4:30, and then I fell asleep, so I didn't get to catch it then. Auntie Mama has a good show that comes on early in the morning. That's the only problem is it comes on like really, really early before she goes to work. It's hard to catch. My sister always ate her rice with butter only. Oh, I'm glad to hear somebody. That's all the way I ever known to eat rice, except with gravy. And I'm really not a gravy person. And that blows James's mind. He's like, why don't you like gravy? I'm just not a gravy person. I love butter on my rice, Angie. Yummy. I should have known, Claudette. Of course you do. We're twins. For breakfast, we would eat butter and sugar with scrambled eggs as kids. Butter and sugar on scrambled. I've never heard of that. Never heard of butter and sugar on scrambled eggs. Never. Never. The butter doesn't sound bad, and the sugar really doesn't sound bad. But I'm just wondering how they changed up the taste of an egg if you add sugar to it. How it changed that flavor up. I'm going to have to mention that to James. Butter and sugar. I told y'all about my double yolked eggs that I got. 200 double yolked eggs. Yeah, we've been sharing them with my physical therapist, the guy that come and measured me for my wheelchair, my nurse, and all of them. I've never heard of a double yolked egg. Are you kidding me? I can't believe people hadn't heard of a double yolked egg. I sure didn't, Angie. I have the same on my. Oh, you do? You have the same on your phone? You have a Medtronic pacemaker? You must have a Medtronic. I'm so glad you're doing well, Auntie Mama. You know I love you. I can't wake up early. I wake up because I'm hurting. I mean, I can only stay in laying down for so long, and then my body, it just says you can't lay here any longer. And my grandfather used to say that same exact thing, but he had rheumatoid arthritis, and he would get up at 5:30 every morning, and we grandchildren would say, "Papa, why don't you stay in the bed and sleep?" And he said, "My body won't let me." And we would just look at each other like, what does that mean? Your body won't let you. Now I know what he was talking about. Yeah, Auntie Mama. The replay is always good to watch. I love butter, sugar, or gravy on my rice. Now I've never tried sugar. I've never tried sugar on my nurse practitioner just sent me a text saying she'd be here tomorrow, and my physical therapist is coming tomorrow. But I've never tried sugar on rice. But I make my spaghetti sauce from scratch, where some people buy the ragu and the prego and all that. Well, I make mine from scratch, and my children love it, and my daughter-in-law and my son-in-law. And I add sugar to my spaghetti sauce, but I never heard of adding sugar to rice. But I guess it'd be okay. I mean, what do they call that? Rice pudding? Doesn't that have sugar in it? We ate butter sugar on toast. Butter and sugar on toast. Nope. I've heard of butter, but butter and sugar with the rice? Yep, that's what she said. Oh, Auntie Mama, thank you. You know I love you. I feel the same way about you. My mom used to make a shake for me when I was sick with milk, sugar, raw eggs, and I loved it. Oh, raw eggs. Oh, there are triple yolked eggs in Hawaii. Their eggs are, yeah, I've heard of triple yolk. Yeah. Don't know if you heard that Carolina Diamond passed away. She was a channel of mine. Oh no, Auntie Mama. When? Yeah, we've had several people and their channel, people pass away. Mm, it's like rice pudding. It's delicious. I love rice pudding. Oh, onion sandwiches are awesome. I love onion sandwiches. That was my go-to when I was a youngster living at home. And we would get those Valdelia onions that they have in Louisiana. Gosh, Vidalia onions are awesome. Yes, rice pudding has sugar. I just found out she passed away in September. Her mom was in my chat yesterday morning. Oh no. Had she been sick, Auntie Mama? Did she have something wrong with her? We are, Claudette. We are. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I've heard of what's her name? Hold on a minute. When I'm put on the spot, I can't think really quick. What was her name? And she passed away. Well, I can't remember it now. But anyway, two or three other channels have no, her daughter jumped on her. Wow. Oh no. Yeah, Crafty Songbird. Yep. But this one was just about 3 weeks ago. I'll remember it just as soon as I get off this live. I'll remember it. What was her name? Victoria. No, it wasn't Victoria. Victoria was friends with her. Not our Victoria, but another Victoria that used to come in here. This way Berkeley does. When you ask her a question and she doesn't know it, she'll go, Cher. Yep, she passed away. But this lady didn't show her face, and she kept her avatar up. Rob, the National Weather Service in Cleveland, Ohio has issued a winter weather advisory for all counties in Ohio tonight with freezing rain and ice. All right, you Ohioans, there is a news report right there. Lincoln's daycare was selling they had a fundraiser. You know how daycares do. They have fundraisers for some reason. Welcome in, Rob. Thank you for that weather report. And they were selling cotton candy. Berkeley tried cotton candy here with James and myself. She could not believe cotton candy. She was looking at us like, how have I never not had this? So Taylor brought what I ordered here to the house because it came in. And it's little tubs like this of different flavors of cotton candy. Just in time for when Berkeley comes, we can sit down and watch a movie and she can eat a little bit of cotton candy. Yep, Sis Robin is in Ohio. I'm going to see if I can find a new picture of Livy and let y'all see her. Good grief, I'm being overcome by Girl Scouts. I spent almost two. I love Girl Scout cookies, but because I'm trying to cut down on my sweets, I have to stay away from them right now. Let me see if I can find the latest. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, but if you're friends with me on Facebook, you have seen some late pictures of Livy Lou. I call them Livy Lou and Berkey Boo. Hold on, let me see if I can find that baby. This was her out in the out, and when it snowed, they had her bundled up like a little Eskimo. See, let me see if I can get one where she's not bundled up. Oh, there she is. But I don't know who she looks like. I mean, when Berkeley was born, she looked just like Matt. I said, oh my gosh, she looks just like Matt. And she's always looked just like Matt to me. Berkeley has, and Taylor. A lot of people say she looks like Taylor. But Livy looks more like Haley, I guess, because, and Livy has dark hair and a lot more hair than Berkeley. But Berkeley has so much hair now. Y'all, her hair is so long and curly. Haley put on Facebook, did anybody know a hairdresser that dealt with curly hair and long hair? I guess they were going to try to get it trimmed. Berkeley looks like James. Well, Matt looks like James. They say Lincoln looks like James when he was younger. Yeah, we all see it different. She looks like her mama. Yeah. Give $1 or $2 to the Girl Scout instead of buying the cookies. Oh, I don't mind giving to them because I used to be a Girl Scout. I was a brownie. You know, you have to be a brownie. We don't have to be a brownie, but brownie when you're younger, and then it's the Girl Scout. I walk right by the Girl Scout cookies. I don't want to know if they have my lemon cookies. I'll have to buy them, so I keep walking. Yeah, just keep right on walking. That's the way I feel. She has beautiful hair. I rarely go on Facebook except for birthdays in my marketplace. Taylor looks like James, but you know, she really looks like me. If I hadn't have gained all this weight, you'll be able to see where Taylor looks like me. And Taylor looks like her wedding pictures and my wedding pictures look a lot alike. But she does have features like James too. Yeah, Lincoln looks like Papa, yes. Hey Dee, how are you? Welcome in. Dee, I'm sorry you had to ship my packages the way you did. I saw on there where you put a little note where you had to use different boxes to ship or something. I hope it wasn't too much trouble for you. Y'all all know Dee, I think, with her little Daisy. She's got a new little puppy. Y'all, I am thinking about that James and I, some days I want to get another pet so bad. And then other days I'm like, we got too many grandbabies that we have to go see and visit and go places, because Berkeley, I found out her dance recital is May the 18th, which is one day after my birthday, on a Sunday. Her dance recital's on a Sunday, 18th. So we're going to have to go to her dance recital on the 18th. So see, all that started. Dance recitals. Next thing it'll be, she'll play some kind of ball, T-ball or whatever. And so glad you made it in, Dee. How have you been doing? Y'all all know Dee has auctions. It's always fun when you go into Dee's auction. Oh, the basket. Yes. I remember now. Yes. Yes, I remember. Get a canary. See, the only problem I have with getting another pet, and Dee goes on cruise and she goes on vacations and stuff, but the only problem I have is we could take our pet to Matt's because Matt has two. He has Booker and Bella, and his house is fenced in. You know, he's got a fence back there, and they're puppy ready. You know, I could take it to Taylor's, but if we all go on a family vacation, then I'm gonna have to have it boarded. You know, somebody keep the pet, or and it stresses me out because we had to board Domino and Lulu when we went on vacation, when we went to the mountains, and we stayed a week, and we had to board them for a week, and I was so worried about them that they weren't going to treat them like we treated them at home, which they didn't, but they were fed and taken care of. But I would love another pet. I would love another poodle. I mean, if we get another one, I told James the other night, I said, if we get another pet, it's going to be a poodle like Domino. My daughter comes to my house. Oh, see, her daughter comes there and doggy sits. Dee, you have been doing so good with the auctions. Been meaning to tell you that you always look so pretty with your new hairstyle and nice. I have on one of Dee. I don't know if Dee recognizes this or not, but this is a top that I bought from Dee, and it's fitting looser, Dee. I don't know. When I first got it, it was tighter, but since I've been at the hospital and my appetite hadn't been that good since I've come home, I was telling them earlier, I can't taste anything. And if we go on vacation as a family, we take the dogs with us camping. Oh, kennels are bad. They are bad. Yes. I'm so glad that Dee let her hair. I love gray hair. And I know y'all going to think that's crazy, but I've always looked forward to my hair turning gray because I love gray hair. And I know some people's gray is a dull gray, but Dee's isn't. Dee's is a soft, it's a soft gray, like a real nice color. Some people's gray is not really a good color. But I'm talking about like Dee's. It's like a soft gray is what I call it. Pretty color. I'm so glad she went to that. I'm so glad she went to that. I figure at 71, it's time to let it go gray natural. Yeah. See, mine's getting streaks of, wait a minute. Here we go. Streaks of gray in it. See how that is? I'm getting little streaks of gray, which I love. I love it. To help your sense of taste return, you can try eating flavorful foods using essential oils and staying hydrated. Nice. Thank you for the tip. I wish I had some. Only the Kiss curls are gray. Young ladies pay to get their hair dyed gray. They do. They do. See, I was doing highlights on my hair before we had the big thing that shut us all down. And so when we went through that, I couldn't go to the beauty shop because of my autoimmune. I couldn't get around a lot of people. So I told James, I said, I'm going to go with my natural color until all this is over with. Then I liked my natural color, and it started getting a little bit gray here and there. And I said, I'm going to keep my hair, my natural. Try foods with strong flavors and aromas like ginger, peppermint, and peanut butter. That must be why I have been going toward peanut butter lately. Because I never ate peanut butter before, but the last couple of nights I've got me some crackers and put a little peanut butter on it, and I've eaten that. Add different textures to your food to keep it interesting. I started going gray in high school. Yeah, my cousin Lynn, she grayed early, but she grayed right around her ears and just right in this area and nowhere up here. And she had to highlight her hair because she didn't want this to just be gray. Like mine is like in different little places, but hers was all like right here and on the other side. Thank you, GJ Threefull. It's an in color. Boy, you're very informative. My girlfriend was the same way, and now it's blonde and she didn't dye it. Wow. I've heard people, well, hey there, Mark and Michael, my sweet, handsome men. I don't know if that's just Mark or who that is. It may be Michael, too. Michael and Mark always make my day. They're the sweetest. They're the type of man, if I ever meet them, I'm going to hug them, because they're just those men that you just want to just grab and just hug. I dyed my hair gray for a while. I stopped years ago and let it be. It's much healthier now. Yeah. I'm so glad you made it. You two old guys, vintage and resale. Y'all know they have sales. Look, I was at their Friends Selling with Friends. Was it Friends Selling with Friends? No. It was Sunday night. The Sunday night auction. I don't know what the name of that one is. Oh, it's just Mark. Well, hey, Mark. What's y'all Sunday night sale call, Mark? He said, absolutely. I'm a hugger, too. Y'all, if y'all ever been in there where Mark, he always encourages every single body that's on the sale that's selling with friends. Selling with Friends. That's the name of it. And they'll do the auction. He'll say, oh, you're doing so great. You did wonderful. Oh, yes. And I think is he a teacher? Did he teach school or something? Because he just is an encourager. He encourages everybody that's up there. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? Welcome in. Are you feeling better? Y'all, Lisa had posted on her community page. She had posted that she had the flu, and I thought, oh my gosh, it must be going around big time. And said she didn't feel good. I know she didn't feel good if she had the flu. He looks so dapper with his bow and tie and jacket. He always does. I mean, he has got it going on. He and Michael both. But we always have to say an extra prayer for Mark because we know what he must go through living with Michael, which I adore Michael. And I don't. Some people call him Mike, but I call him Michael because my brother's name was Michael, and I call him Michael. I wish men would dress like in the 1940s. That would be cool. I was a technical trainer. Well, I knew you was some kind of trainer or teacher or something that encouraged people and motivated them and whatever, because I don't care. He's just like, you're doing great. You're wonderful. Keep up the good work. I mean, he was encouraging. Oh, she's going back to the doctor tomorrow. Your daughter has it now? Oh, Lisa, it's been going around here. James has had the flu. I had the flu. Lincoln, our grandson, had the flu. Taylor had the flu. Brent had the flu. We just been passing it. And our household hardly ever gets sick. Ever. We don't. Even when we had the big, thing, they kept telling me, you got to stay in your house because of your autoimmune. And I never did get it. Okay? And then after it just settled down, a year and a half later, we wanted to get Berkeley. And Matt said, okay, you got to take a home test to make sure you don't have that. And we're like, we don't have it. We don't have that, but we didn't mind taking the home test. So as soon as I took that home test, I come up hot. And I was like, James, and I showed it to him. He said, wait a minute, you got to take that again. It was like I was showing him a pregnancy test or something. He was like, you got to take that again. I said, I always feel bad every day. So I wasn't feeling any worse than I normally felt. So I had to call Matt back and say, we can't get Berkeley because I tested positive. But I would have never known I had it if Matt hadn't suggested that we take a test before Berkeley come to visit. I would have never known. Hey, Jessica. Thank you for sharing me out. Hey, Wildflower, how are you doing? Jessica says she reached 1,500 neighbors. Oh, and I am going to do a giveaway, and everything's just been crazy. Another tornado warning until 4:30. James will come in here and get me if it's in our area. The second and the fourth Tuesday, Janine's and I co-host the Friends Selling with Friends sale at 12 Central Standard Time. Yes. I love all y'all sales. Lisa has a good sale. Two Old Guys Vintage ever sell. But what I was going to say about theirs Sunday, it was 77 people in there. 77 people was at that auction. So that tells you something right there about Mark and Michael. They had that many people in there. And then they have Donna that does the modding. GJ34 is just giving us all kind of direction. Oh, the cool kid just showed up. I was wondering where you were, Nora. This is the cool kid of the block. I call her a kid, but she swears up and down she's a certain age. And I'm like, no, I don't believe you're that age. And I'll never believe that she's the age that she told me, which it doesn't matter because age is just a number. The Social Security office has to keep up with you somehow, right? So they keep up with you by age. So, other than that, we all have an aging gene in our body. So we all age from a gene, Gene. So some of us just have a better aging gene than others. Mine must be broken. But I'm working and watching. Glad you're here, Nora. Nora, the Stock Explorer. Honestly, some people's family have a better aging gene than other people's. And then you'll see this family that has an awful aging gene. Y'all ever seen those? Think about this. Think about this, and I don't know if y'all have ever seen it or not, but thank you, Jessica. Oh, Angie's jinxing me. You know those kids that are born, then they look like they're like 70 years old, and it's some kind of disease. I don't know what the name of it is. And what it is they can't control their aging gene. Doctors can't figure out a way to slow their aging gene down to keep them from aging so quickly. You know, those kids that look like they're like 10 years old, but actually they look like they're in their 70s. And even they have heart trouble like a 70-year-old. And I mean, it's sad, but they're the sweetest little kids. I watch them on YouTube a lot. Some of them have channels on YouTube. My 4 sisters are gorgeous and 3 brothers handsome. I didn't get those genes. Oh, yes, you did, Claudette. I've seen you. You are beautiful. I just grew new gray hairs. Nora, we covered the gray hair thing. I am a fan of gray hair. I love gray hair. Absolutely. Can't wait till mine gets more gray. I'm not going to dye it. I'm not going to color it. I'm not going to do anything. I love it. Oh, is that what it's called, Robin? Is that the name of the disease? So that tells you right there we age from a gene, not by time, which I'm sure time has something to do with it, but mostly it's from a gene. Telomeres in your cells. And you can, they are sweet. None but thank. Me too. I'm rocking mine. I'm 24 backwards. You know, and I don't judge anybody for this. I mean, you just be who you are, and I'm gonna love you where you are. And I mean, that's my only responsibility to you is to love you. That's all I'm supposed to do. Some women, and I say some, they don't like to tell their age, and I'm good with that. I mean, if you don't want to tell how old you are, I mean, that's you. Me? I've never been that way. I would tell you how old I am in a minute. I mean, I do not mind at all. I figure this. First of all, you can look at me and tell that I'm way past my 30s. Way into the 40s, and I'm all up into the 50s. And if you think I'm older than that, I'm okay with that too. But a lot of women don't like to tell their age. I've never minded it. But if you do, that's okay too. Hutchinson-Gilford Progeria syndrome. It's a rare genetic order that leads to rapid aging. Yes. Y'all, I would definitely get stuck in my yard if I went out there now. It'll be a couple of days before I'll be able to get out in my yard and where I won't get stuck. But my new wheelchair, okay, so I'm getting a new wheelchair. It's going to be faster. The battery life is going to be longer. It's going to be able to handle the terrain better. Like I probably won't see what the picture of it looks like. I mean, it is a Cadillac. I'm not joking. I'm just hoping that my insurance approves it like they did this one 5 years ago. Peppers, I don't care if people know. No biggie. I have 10. Do you, D? Oh, D, that's wonderful. I had no idea. I probably won't live to see great grandchildren. Wow, D. That's awesome. Gosh, D's got a huge family. 10 great grandchildren? Oh, D, what a blessing. How many grandchildren do you have, D? You only have daughters, right? You have 3 daughters? I can't imagine a great grandbaby. I have 1 great grandson. You got me beat, D. She said, I may see 1 or 2 graduate. I'll be blessed if I see a grandchild graduate. 6 grandchildren. Hey, 3 daughters. Yep. Oh, that is awesome. I have 5 grandchildren, and oh, Mark, you have greats too. Oh my gosh, y'all are so blessed. Y'all know how I feel about family. Oh my gosh. Just like us getting Berkeley tomorrow. When my grandbabies, my mama has 23 grandkids and 26. Oh, wow, Claudette. It's one thing that had people to grow older faster. Nice. I know they don't. They do not. Look, I don't care what grandbaby walks in. I don't care how many times a week they walk in, whether it be Lincoln or Berkeley or Livy, are my children, but now it's my grandchildren. And we see Lincoln, we're just like, oh, there's my Linky Link, come here. And we just all over him. James and I are. And then when Berkeley comes, we just all over her. I greet all my grandchildren like that. Because when I'm not here any longer, I want them to be able to say, oh, you should have known my Gigi. When she saw me coming, she was so excited, and I am. And she just went above and beyond, just doting over us. And that's the way I do them. I'm just like, oh, like with Berkeley, I'm like, oh, there's my Berkeley. Come here, sweetie. Let Gigi love you. I do her that way all the time. That's why there's so many, and we're French. Y'all have a big, beautiful family, Claudette. Big and beautiful. Oh, nice. I hope he has a good time, Jessica. Mark and my hubby retired USAF and the USPS as a letter carrier. Well, I knew you had mentioned your husband working for the post office, D. I remember that. Did you stay at home with your girls, or did you work outside the home, D? Did you work outside the home, or did you stay at home with your girls? Yes, I want my grand and great grands to always remember how Papa made them feel. Yes, I'm the same way. The same way. Both self-employed. But, and I know people would always tell me, oh, just wait till you have a grandbaby. You think you love your children? Just wait till you have a grandbaby. And I'm thinking, I mean, it can't be that big of a difference between a child and a grandbaby. This is before I had a grandchild. And, me in my mind, I couldn't comprehend it because I never had experienced it. Well, when we had Berkeley, our first grandbaby, woo, it was clear. Everything that anybody had ever said about wait till you have a grandbaby and you're going to know. It all come rushing in. That baby was like, and that was like all of them now. Then Lincoln was born. Lincoln was he's the same as Berkeley. We just dote over him. Now Livy. I mean, my grandmother had 12 grandchildren. Oh, Michael should be retiring this year after 41 years. Oh, we'll have to throw Michael a party. Retirement. Hey, Passion Stacking GWAC, how are you? My James should be retiring, and he's only got about 4 more years, and he's going to be able to retire. He'll be 59 in July, and I'll be 58 in May. My great grandson calls me Meemaw. That's sweet. They'll come up with their own name for you. Your adult child to say, oh, I want my children to call you this. And then that baby's going to come up with a name that they're going to call you. And it won't be like their mom and dad had thought, oh, you're going to be called Nana, and you're going to be called this, and you're going to be called that. The child will come up with sometimes will come up with their own name for their grandparents. Oh, wait until you get a great. They're even better. I know. I can't wait. I can't wait. Hey, Jessica. See you later, darling. Thank you for coming in. Y'all hear that thunder? It is coming down. Oh, you've been painting today? I wish I could paint. That is a gift. And I don't have that gift. My grandchildren calls me Granny. I can see that, Dee. I can see that. I like Granny. That's a cool one. Yep. We called my grandparents Memo and Papa. That's what we called our grandparents. We didn't know the grandparents on my stepdad's side. We knew his mom, but we didn't see her a lot because she lived in Georgia. And his dad had already passed away, and we really wasn't close to him. And by the time I met my biological dad, I was in my 30s. And his mom was still alive, and they called her Nana. But she and I never really had a close relationship because I was so much older at the time, I guess. I don't know. He made up the name. Oh, I'm trying to be. James is here. He said he would come get me if it would get bad, because I've had to get off here and come back on. You're going to be live Friday night? Cool. Oh, I didn't know you had another channel, Dee. So great. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I know Josie has another channel, but I didn't know you did. I can't wait. My granddaughter is 21, soon to be 22 years old, so I may get a great grandchild. My daughter Chloe wants kids, so we may get more grandkids. Oh, you will. You will, Claudette. Well, our plans were, I was going to retire from the library, which was a state job. He was going to retire from his job. We were going to buy a RV and travel. But now with me like this, I don't know what we're going to do, but we are going to travel some. Yeah, we got to sell my Jeep when I get my new wheelchair because it's going to be heavier than this one. And we're going to get a van or a SUV that has the ramp where you drive up in the automobile. You know, you drive your wheelchair up in it. And but we got to sell my Jeep. And we can't carry my new wheelchair on the back of the Jeep because of the weight. Because it's going to have more bells and whistles on it than it does now. And it's going to be like 45 pounds heavier. And because of the extra weight, we can't, my Jeep won't handle it. So we're going to have to get a new ride. Yeah, put in the link, Dee. My granddaughter is named Chloe, and she has talked about having a baby. Oh, wow. That's so true, GJ Threeple. We used to go on family vacations every year with my mother. And we've been on a few family vacations since my children have been adults. And we want to go on one this closer into fall because the heat, I don't do well. I don't do well in the heat. And that's another reason I want to get a lot stronger with my physical therapist coming is because I got to have a lot of strength for when we go on vacation. But we love the mountains. Now, I'm way past the beach, but when we go to the coast to go to the casino, to the Gulf Shores, of course, there's beach there. And I don't mind riding up and down where the beach is and looking at the lights and all that, but I am not getting out there on that beach doing any kind of swimming or anything like that. Sunbathing. Under construction channel. Dee, I sure did not know that. Thank you for sharing that with us. So what are y'all going to do the rest of the week? Who's got an auction coming up? Y'all need to drop the link if you have an auction coming up or any kind of special thing. Claudette can drop the link if she knows how, or somebody can. Christina. My granddaughter Noelle and her husband are getting season tickets for King Island and local amusement parks, so I think I will too. Oh, that sounds fun. Hey, Crossover Paranormal Society. How are you? Oh, you're remodeling. I have said for 2 years, I want to redo this YouTube room. But y'all have to understand, I have to get people that are willing to give up what they're going to do for a couple of weeks to help me out because they have to be my legs. My Chloe is 1997. Thank you for sharing all that, GJ Threeple. Robin said, I forgot your name. You're not gonna have any auctions? Okay, so I'm gonna do a video, a neighborhood chat video. It's not going to be a live. Now, tomorrow night, Josie's place, Josie and I will be doing our the calm before the storm. Don't forget that. 6 Central, 4 Pacific. Sunday, Ella and I will be on Keeping It Real on Ella's channel. The thumbnail should be up. I know the thumbnail for mine and Josie's show tomorrow night is up. It's up, so I know it's there. So y'all come over and visit myself and Josie. That's going to be on my channel. The one of me, Josie and I is on my channel. All right, Dee, thank you for coming in and sharing all that. Love you. Talk to you later. I'm fixing to be off of here. I got to go get Mr. It's Me off to work. My Chloe was born 1994. She's our baby. We had kids 3 decades in a row, 79, 89, and 94. Wow, Claudette. Wow. You go. That's 28 years old. Her birthday is on the 24th of this month. Wow. Oh, you've been doing crafts? At one time, I thought I wanted to get into doing crafts, which I did a diamond art. I love to do adult coloring, but I have to be in the mood to do those sort of things. I can't do that every day, all day. I can't do that. I wanted more, but lost 2 miscarriages. 2 miscarriages. She's the one talking about her first baby. Look, Taylor was like, when Lincoln turns 2, we're going to start trying to have another one. And I kept saying, no, because once you have another one, he's not the baby anymore. Don't do him like that. Let him be the baby for at least 3 or 4 years. No, we don't want to be old when we have another one. Well, now that he's been sick a month, him being 3 or 4 years old is looking really good before they have another one. It has stressed her out so much she has cried to see that baby in pain. Every time he was hurting and she felt like she wasn't helping him, she would be crying. And you know, I said, Taylor, it's okay to cry. I said, I used to walk up and down the hall with Matt. He was my first one. He would cry, I would cry. He would cry, I would cry. And I was 24 years old, and I would think, what made me think that I wanted to have a baby? But you don't get a book when you have a baby. It's just trial and error. But that baby doesn't know you don't know. You know, so that's what I told her. I said, Taylor, all you have to do is love him. Feed him, take care of him, and he is going to love you. Don't worry about it. He don't think you're doing well. He is sick. Just love him. It's a great thing to have a close sibling. My daughters are 1 year and 4 days apart. Oh, she's that one that will give you yeah. Hey, Sassy, you hearing the weather outside my window? I've had to shut it down one time because of the siren going off. Because of a tornado warning. Hey, welcome in. I love you. But I don't have no brothers or sisters. Oh, wow. Taylor and Matt are really close. My two children are really close. But talking about the weather, Sassy, Brookhaven had a tornado warning, which they're 9 miles from us, which we had a tornado warning, but it was going toward the other direction. I know, Robin, we wanted our kids close in age, but I didn't work out that way, though the brother is like a dad to them, being so much older than his sisters. I bet he is. Oh, you're what? Everybody watches Ryan Hall, I think. My other grandmother, Noelle, is getting her tubes removed Friday. My other granddaughter, Noelle, is getting her tubes removed Friday. One son is old enough for her and her husband. Oh, wow. How are you today, Sassy? Welcome in. Well, the fraternal twins run in our family. We don't have identical twins in our tree. We only have fraternal twins. And mostly the fraternal twins are the same sex, but they look different. You can have a boy and a girl fraternal. You can have 2 boys, 2 girls, but it's the same pregnancy, but they're in 2 sacs. But the identical twins are in 1, and we don't have identical twins in our family tree. We only have fraternal twins. So there was a chance I could have had twins, but they wouldn't have been identical. But now that I look back, I'm glad I didn't have twins. I basically grew up alone. Hey, Rudy. Bonjour. How are you? Okay. I've been on here an hour and a half, and I hate to tell y'all bye, but I've got to let y'all go. Get Mr. It's Me off to work tonight. This is last night. Pray that I get some sleep tonight. I love y'all, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I'll see you all later. Thanks for coming by. Bye.